Many people see artists or anyone doing something different with their work as pretentious. We often say things like, "What's that all about? That's not genuine," or even cringe. When I first entered art school and later film school, I encountered this perception frequently. The label pretentious implies someone trying to be something they're not. For instance, in art world, I sometimes question whether participants in avant-garde fashion shows featuring outfit made from trash or experimental performance art genuinely appreciate or just pretending to be interested.
What's this? Okay, I like it. Picasso.
However, upon reflection, I realized that as a filmmaker, much what I do could be seen as pretentious. From acting to shooting location, makeup, and even scriptwriting. It's all artificial and often requires drawing from external references. This realization led me to wonder, am I pretentious, or perhaps we are all, to some extent? That was my initial perspective, but I've come to understand that labeling things as pretentious can suppress creativity. As artists, we aim to create something unique, unfamiliar, or explore novel ideas. But sometimes we fear being called pretentious. The concept of pretension often boils down to perceived lack of authenticity, as if we're trying to impress others by pretending. But in truth, complete authenticity is a myth in our world. Freud's psychological theory divides our consciousness and unconsciousness into three parts: ego, id, and superego. It represents our most primal instinct, seeking pleasure, avoiding pain, and demanding immediate gratification without concern for rules or consequences. It is driven by raw desires, emotion, and impulses. Ego acts as mediator, balancing the id desire with the constraint of reality. It finds practical way to satisfy our urge while maintaining social acceptability. Superego is our moral compass, enforcing societal values and ethics, often making us feel guilty when we go against them. In public, we present a version of ourselves that is blend of the ego and superego, with the id keep in check. The ego helps us navigate reality, while the superego ensures we follow social norms. Though the id still exists within us, its raw impulses are suppressed to maintain an acceptable image. Even our consciousness struggles to present its true self. We all wear masks depending on our situation and who we talk to, crafting socially acceptable version of ourselves that aligns with expectation while keeping our deepest desire hidden beneath the surface. But here's the thing, being pretentious isn't necessarily bad. It can drive society forward. Everything we cherish exists because of some form of pretension. To be pretentious is simply to aim beyond our current state. This effort might fail, but that doesn't make them worthless. In fact, pretension has been one of the greatest catalysts for human progress. Consider this. Without George Méliès pushing the boundaries of filmmaking, we might never have had Star Wars. Without some California dreamers envisioning a greater role for personal computers, we wouldn't have the iPhone. Of course, not everyone will be Méliès or Jobs, but I think everyone deserves a chance to try. Being pretentious isn't inherently harmful, but labeling others as pretentious, that's where the harm begins. By dismissing creative ideas as pretentious, we discourage innovation. You don't have to like every idea, but you shouldn't shut them down either. Look at film school students, flashing cameras everywhere, or art students with their ever-present sketchbook. They may seem overly artsy, but are they artists yet? Maybe not. Or maybe this very action will shape them into a great artist. Without pretentious people failing repeatedly, we wouldn't have advancements in drama, painting, cinema, science, and more. Our world is built on pretentious effort. If we dismiss people's interests as pretentious, we might be holding back our future. Without pretension and ambition, we'd still be living in a cave. Calling an artist pretentious is both condescending and self-deprecating. It's like saying, "You're too dumb to understand this," while also admitting, "I'm too dumb to understand this." So nobody wins. However, there is an irony in embracing pretentiousness. Some forms of pretension are more akin to manipulation, like politicians rolling up their sleeve to appear one of the people, trying to convince the working class, "I'm just like you." This kind of pretense, acting simple and down to earth, can just be as fake. In these cases, they're usually just pretending and manipulating. But returning to our main discussion, as an artist aiming to create something meaningful or grand, it's worth taking the risk. This effort might fail, but that doesn't dismiss their values. So is it okay for artists to be pretentious? Yeah, I think people deserve a chance to try, to do something better, to reach a greater purpose, and to surpass themselves. Because at the end of the day, the ones who dare to dream bigger are the ones who make it matter. The next time you find yourself thinking something pretentious, ask yourself, is it really pretending to be something it's not? Or do I just not understand it? Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think. See you in the next video.